Okay, so I have been thinking as I'm getting ready for the day, as I'm getting ready for all that is to come, as I think about all the people who still are looking for empowerment and all the people who are still trying to figure out how to get that money thing in order. I've got so many more things to talk about. I've been talking about the laws of abundance. I've talked about that. I've talked about the law of difference and the law of two and the law of honor and the law of the seed and all these things. But I have to talk again, and I've said this before, but I've got to talk again about the F's. See, there are some F's in our life, and I'm going to call them now. These are the 5 F's of failure, okay? There are 5 F's that are keeping people from being financially free. And it keeps showing up. It keeps coming up. It keeps resurfacing. And as long as it is resurfacing, I am going to be here to talk about it so we can put an end to it. Because let me tell you something. We've got some real work to do. We've got some real lives to live. We've got some real souls to save. We've got some real communities to build. We've got real generations that we need to raise up. And what we've got to do is we've got to figure out how to get these 5 F's that are keeping us from being financially free and get them under control. Now, the first F that is keeping us from being financially free, and you've heard me talk about it before, but again, I have to say this again, it is feelings. Feelings are keeping you from being financially free. One of the feelings that we have that I see all too often, I see people stagnated. I see people not moving to the next level. I see people still trying to figure out why they have not progressed, why they did not get a promotion, why their business is not going to the next level, why their family members and friends won't talk to them, why their money is funny, and why their change is strange. That feeling has to do with holding a grudge, not forgiving. Now, what am I saying about, or what would I recommend when someone offends you, when someone betrays you, when somebody absolutely positively does you wrong and you don't know what to do with that feeling? So what you do is you hold on to it. But let me tell you something. The person who already committed the act, the person who did the thing, they have moved on and probably doing the same thing to somebody else. They probably are not even aware of what they did. They don't care about what they did. And they may have even not known that they did anything, and yet you're still holding a grudge. You got to let go of grudges, people. We've got to stop letting our feelings keep us from failing forward. We've got to stop letting our feelings keeping us from climbing the ladder. And more importantly, we've got to stop letting feelings burn our bridges. Now, let me just be clear with you. I have had several instances where people in my life, I perceived that they did something wrong. But those people, to this day, there is not one person who I perceive that did me wrong that I won't help if I have the ability to. There is not one person that I perceive who has done me wrong that I won't sit and have a conversation about healing. There is not one person that I perceive who has done me wrong that I have not been able to go back to that person. And if the bridge was burnt temporarily, that we were not able to mend that bridge. We've got to start mending bridges, people. We cannot let feelings and grudges hold us back. A feeling about somebody means you're not going to go into business with them, or a feeling about somebody means you're not going to choose them for the job. The feeling about somebody means you're not going to get them for the contract. The feeling about somebody is blocking you from your blessings. The 5 F's of failure. These are the 5 F's that are keeping us from being financially free. Let me tell you about another feeling. Guilt. You know you did something wrong, but you won't show up in that space again in order to get it right. Or you know you did something wrong, but you won't show up. You won't text the person or call the person and say, I'm sorry. You will let guilt. People are letting guilt hold them back from their promise, right? And then when the guilt sits there so long, the guilt becomes indignant. Well, I didn't really do anything anyway. I don't understand what the big deal is. Come on now. Let's stop letting grudges that are sometimes based on guilt, then become, basically ego, narcissistic. All of these things that we start to put our minds through. Remember, I talked about the law of the mind. All of these things that we put our minds through to tell us that we are right and everybody else is wrong. There are other feelings of guilt that you did not help your children, or you did not help your friends, or you did not help your family members. So you go out and you spend more money than you have available out of guilt. Let me tell you, I've been there and I've done that, because you're the one who went to school or started the business or got the degree. You're the one who, quote unquote, made it out. And so now everybody in your family expects you to hand out. Well, let me tell you something. We're not handing out anything except for jobs, okay? Right? So until you are able to help people in a real way from an overflowing cup, do not let guilt put you in a position where you are giving it stuff that you don't have. You're giving money you don't have. You're giving time you don't have. You're giving energy you don't have. And you are giving your blessings away. God, see, the Bible says, he who is faithful with little will be faithful with much. He who is unfaithful with little will be unfaithful with much. Who can be trusted with true riches if he can't handle unrighteous, the Bible says, mammon, money? Who can be trusted? Can you be trusted? Don't let guilt be the reason why you fail the money test. Don't let a grudge be the reason why you failed the money test. And don't let you done fell in love with your boo who done turned into a who, what, when, where, why, or how much. And you done gave all your money away, your time and your body. And now the person is gone and you don't know what to do. Okay? Do not let lust or guilt or grudges put you in a position where you're making bad decisions. Those 5 F's that are keeping us from being financially free. The harvest is here. The time is now.
Give yourself the gift of wealth with no limits. Lynn Richardson and New Wealth University is giving 50% off on the Platinum Wealth Ambassador Program. The Platinum Wealth Ambassador Program will give you 2 full years of unlimited access to all of Lynn's online classes, books, boot camps, master classes, and webinars. So, give yourself the gift of wealth with no limits with 50% off on the Platinum Wealth Ambassador Program, available on lynnrichardson.com.
Are you sick and tired of always being broke, living check to 2 o'clock? That's when you get paid at 8 a.m. and by 2 p.m. the money's gone. Are you tired of praying for a breakthrough, and when the breakthrough comes, you're in a bad situation or even worse than the one you were in before? Well, guess what? I've been there and I've done that, and I overcame, and so can you. In my free class, How to End Your Battle with Money for Good. You see, I have had foreclosure, multiple bankruptcies. I was making $20, $30, $40, $60, $80,000 a month, not a year, and I always found a way to be broke. So I had to learn the rules of the game, and then I had to play the game by the rules. And that's what I'm going to teach you how to do. I'm going to teach you how to set boundaries, overcome those spending cycles, and finally live the financially free life that you dream of. Do you want to improve your credit score? Do you want to buy a home? Do you want to help take care of your parents? Do you want to do something special for your kids without always worrying about money? How to End Your Battle with Money for Good. I'll see you in class.
Let's talk about real estate, real estate, real estate.
Hi, I'm financial expert Lynn Richardson. You've seen me on Good Morning America, The Breakfast Club, and WVON. I'm so excited about sharing with you the Home Buyers Club. It's time for you to get the home of your dreams. No credit, no problem. Low credit, no problem. No down payment, no problem. I am excited about you getting a piece of the American dream. Join the Home Buyers Club today.
Give yourself the gift of wealth with no limits. Lynn Richardson and New Wealth University is giving 50% off on the Diamond Wealth Ambassador Program. The Diamond Wealth Ambassador Program will give you lifetime access to all of Lynn Richardson's online classes, books, boot camps, master classes, and webinars. That's right, lifetime access. So, give yourself the gift of wealth with no limits with 50% off on the Diamond Wealth Ambassador Program. Available only on lynnrichardson.com.
Hi, I'm financial expert Lynn Richardson. You may have seen me on Good Morning America, The Steve Harvey Show, or Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell. Guess what? Did you know you can get your money back if you hire your kids? You can get your money back if you go out to eat. You can get your money back if you go on a vacation. Well, guess what? In my book, Get Your Money Back, Tax Deductions You Never Know About, I'm going to teach you how you can get your money back with your home-based business legally, ethically, and all with the permission of the IRS. Just go to AskLynn.org.